like the title, I'll be doing a story time of my first ever heartbreak. Now, going through heartbreak, everybody know ain't nothing cool, nothing cool, funny, smiling about, ain't nothing funny about heartbreak. So, decided I wanted to share my story on how it happened. So basically, me and this guy, I'm not gonna say names, me and this guy was together. I'm gonna just say his name, Richard. Me and Richard was together over like a year and some months. That had been my longest relationship. Like this is like high school. He was in 12th grade going to college. So we was together like a year and some months, and he basically convinced me to go to college with him because he had a scholarship to play football and I wanted to play football. So he basically convinced me to go to college with him. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm thinking I'm in love or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, let's, we can go to college together. So fast forward, we went to college, we in college, and he basically started to like change drastically. I'm talking about no phone calls, like talking about it, no texts, we rarely saw each other. But we came from the same hometown, so we still was going home every weekend together. So when we go home on the weekends, it'd be real cool and fun. But when we go back to school Monday through Friday, it's like tension, we don't talk and like that. So I was naive, so I really didn't pay attention to the signs, which I should have been, but I was naive, I didn't pay attention. So I think one day we was at school, and I don't know who had told me, but I don't remember because it been like a couple years ago, but somebody walked up and asked me, was Richard my boyfriend? I was like, yeah, okay. I was like, yeah, why? And it was like, oh, no, I just want to know because I seen y'all around school. I'm thinking it's nothing. So one day, he came to my room, picked me up, and we went to his dorm room, just in his car chilling, talking. So I was like, I want some chips or whatever. I'm hungry, so, send me back to my room so I get my card or whatever. But he was like, nah, I pay for it, But I was like, no, I got to use the bathroom anyway, so you still can take it to my room. Because, we at that time, we couldn't go in their dorm, they could go in our dorm. We'd get fined like $200 or $300, I think. So he took me back to my dorm. I walked up the stairs, go in the dorm. It took me no less than like 5 minutes. I come back down, he gone. I'm like, what is mine at? So I called him, like, where you at? Stuff like that. He was like, I had to use the bathroom too. So he was like, I'm coming right back. I'm like, okay. So while he gone, I'm still sitting down there because I'm like, why would I walk back up? And he said, our dorm's not far. So it's these two girls. It's a white girl and it's a black girl. I like standing like right there. So it was this white girl and this black girl like probably 6 feet away from me, and they just kept looking at me. But me in my mind, I'm just like, I really don't know them, so like I really didn't think nothing. So he pulls back up. Soon he pulls back up, I'm walking to his car, and the white girl, we gonna say her name Alyssa, she stopped me and was like, hey, is that your boyfriend? I was like, yeah, why? He was like, that ain't your boyfriend, that's my boyfriend. He be talking to me, he texts me, he come see me, he come do this, he come do that. So I'm like, no, that can't be your boyfriend. You probably got it confused, sweetie. So she was like, let me show you the screenshots. Well, not even the screenshots. She was like, let me show you the messages. So she pulls out her phone, goes to the messages and his number, and they in there talking about marriage, kids, sex, each other. They showing each other news, and I'm just shocked at this point. But in my mind, I'm like, this is college. Like, this is not high school. If I get to fight now here, I'm through for it. But I got, I want to do something in my life, so I'm not going to mess up my life because of somebody, a dude cheating on me. So I walked to his car politely to finish getting my little bags. I was gonna go to my room and, stuff like that. Soon as I open the door, here he go. She lying, babe. Whatever she talking about, she lying, she did, she did. I don't even know that girl. I ain't never seen that girl. And I said, that girl could have been showing me like a assignment that we had to complete or something like that. And you really just snitched on yourself. So I just closed the door, walked out. He had already knew I knew. So he run behind me, trying to talk to me, trying to do this, trying to do that. I ain't trying to talk. I'm just slowly walking up the stairs, and I saying nothing. I give my key out, put my key in, go in my room. I go to my friend's room because at this point, I'm hurt. This was my first, like, we did everything together. Like, I've never done nothing. Like, we had did a lot of stuff together, so I'm like hurt at this point. and then you drag me all the way down here to college just to like hurt my feelings, you know. So I'm already messed up in the head. So I go to my friend's room. It was 3 of them, but it was 2 in the same room. So I'm just called them Rachel and Chelsea. So I knock on the door. Rachel answered the door. I was like, let me come here. I gotta tell y'all what happened. So I'm crying at this point. So they sit on the bed and I'm telling them the story. While I'm telling them the story, we get to knock at our door. And I'm like, I know it was not loud when the altercation happened, so I don't know like who could be at the door. I'm thinking it was like the manager of our dorms or whatever, but I was like, we weren't loud, so I don't know who it could be. So Rachel opened the door, and it's the white girl and the black girl standing right in front of me. So I'm like, so Chelsea was like, who is y'all? Because they didn't know, I really didn't even know their names at that point, so they didn't know them, of course. So that was like, who is y'all? You know, what can I help y'all with? She was like, I'm trying to talk. I'm here to talk to, you, Raquel. She said my name. Now she knew me. She was like, I'm trying to talk to Raquel. So that was like this. I was like, that's her. So their mouth was just wide open. So they come in the room or whatever. I'm still chilling on the bed, trying to, really wasn't trying to hear what she was saying, but I wanted to hear like, what went down between them two. So she basically started telling me how she might be pregnant by him, and they have sex almost every day in his car. And when I be calling him, he be with her, and he don't be answering my phone calls, and he be lying like he be at practice, this, that, and the third. And I was just sitting up there just listening to it. And this girl talking about, she in love with him. I said, how you gonna be in love with my boyfriend and you knew he was in a relationship? How you gonna be in love with my boyfriend? And she went to go, she just kept explaining what was going on. And before she stopped talking, she was like, do he beat on you? I was like, no, he don't beat on me because I don't play that. I came from a household where, men don't, beat on women, and if he do, you don't allow it. And she goes telling me, oh, he beats on me, and she started showing me all her whelps and bruises and all that. And I'm just looking so shocked right now, because it's like, you really don't know a person, honestly. Like, that's crazy. So I just began to tell her, like, even though, this is what this is, I mean, I still don't feel no sympathy for you, because at the end of the day, you knew he had a girlfriend. Whether you knew his personality or not, you knew he had a girlfriend, and yet you still put yourself in this situation. So I was like, please get her out this room, because at that point, I'm still mad. I'm still mad. Why wouldn't I be mad? Because I just found out I got cheated on, and then he might have a baby on the way. So I'm like, y'all, please get this girl out this room. I did not want to put my hands on her. And she was like, I didn't come up here to fight. I just wanted to let you know that we in love and this, that, and the third. She's still telling me all this stuff. And I'm just like, Lord, please keep me, so I won't have to go off. So they finally get her out the room. And he called me. I answered, and he was like, we still got to go home together. You still going to be mine. You still going to be this. And I'm just like, wow, this really what niggas, this really what niggas do. So we was going on spring break, I think, at the time. So after this was the night before we was leaving. That morning we was getting up leaving. We did not have class. We was getting up leaving that morning. So that morning, because I didn't have a car at first when I went down there. So I literally got to drive 2.5 hours back to Greenville from West End with a cheater, basically, and to hear all his lies and all his drama and all his BS, which I didn't want to hear. So we went back home, and after that, we didn't talk, we didn't see each other. Well, we saw each other a couple times, but it really wasn't, good time. We didn't talk, we didn't see each other no more. I just left it alone. And after that, it took me a long time to get over him. So I just can't go through that again. You see what I'm saying? So y'all, that's my first ever and only heartbreak. And I hope y'all take and learn from it. Don't be like me. Don't get your heart broke, because this stuff ain't nothing to play with. So y'all, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos and updates. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so you won't miss a beat. I'm coming back to back with them, y'all. So I just want to thank y'all. And yeah, see it later.